Alright guys, let's do a little walking tour. It's Cancun, it's the 4th of July, and we out here, we are walking around, and the openness of this place is almost unchanged for the last 2 weeks. Not very much is different. Everything's pretty much still closed. Coronavirus tests are on the rise. Positive results are on the rise. I don't know if I would say that a lot of positives indicate that there's a more prevalence of the virus. It kind of says that people were testing more. And the more tests you have, the more positives you're going to get. And we're going out more. I must say that this virus is basically over for everybody. You know, in my opinion, it's pretty silly that they kept the healthy home, because if young people don't go out and get it, I mean, and we're gonna get it, can't hide from this thing, then they will continue to be vectors to transmit it. So it's actually more dangerous to stay inside, in my opinion. So this little camera is pretty good, because usually people don't walk up to me as much. See, here's the restaurants. They're trying to get you in there. Already. Gracias. Already ate. Luego. Luego, gracias. Pretty aggressive with the restaurant sales pitches in Cancun. I was in Playa del Carmen for a little bit, and I must say that it was pretty frustrating. You just can't even walk, you can't even walk outside without people trying to sell you stuff. But at the same time, you kind of just got to realize that they don't get offended if you just completely ignore them. You don't owe them anything if they're talking to you. I've noticed that a lot in third world countries, where people will be selling stuff, and I'm with some local people, and they just have this absolutely blasé look on their face, because they get this so much every single day, that if they had some sort of a reaction to it, they just, they'd fucking crack. So this is kind of the main little city center. Just kind of walking into it. Mind you, it is a Saturday here, and it's like sleepy. There's plenty of stuff going on. I would say that Cancun is maybe more, active than the majority of towns. Definitely not as active as it once was. It's kind of a shame, but I think if they just opened everything up, that I don't think that people would really even flock here. It's going to take some time. I don't think the government had to say anything about the lockdown. I think that if they just published the data, people would have made up their own minds about it, whether or not they want to quarantine or not. I think they would have made the right decision too, for them. And we're not meant to have all this government intervention, especially with biological issues, right? It's almost like it's the last thing you want to do is create some artificial response to what has historically been an, a biological, issue. I don't know. This place, for whatever reason, the Parador Hotel gets pretty damn busy in the evenings. I don't know why. Look at this sweet Volkswagen here. I must say, the trimming of the plants and of the trees and everything in Mexico are severely lacking. They're just really not. It doesn't seem like they've been keeping up too much with clearing the debris and such. Look at this. Look at this Mexican barbed wire. That's just glass. Glass in the cement in a wall for barbed wire. That's kind of ridiculous. Totally exposed gas lines. Boy, is it fun here. What Mexico really reminds me of the most is the cities, the old cities, because they just have that lovely sewer smell. Everywhere you go, you can just smell the raw sewage. In Mexico, it's not as bad as some places where the sewers are open, right? There's a lot of places in this world where you'll be walking down the sidewalk and you can see a load, like a hot poop, just rolling by. Just in the water, and then in the evenings you can see the restaurants, they do the dishes in the street. Like, that's the craziest thing. And in Thailand one night I'm like walking through, and I get some water on my foot. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, why is my foot burning? It's like a dude is washing the dishes. Like, he just poured out soup into the road. I'm like at a restaurant. It's just so crazy. Like, oh, you're just pouring your used soup into the sidewalk. Cool. Because the sewers are open. There's these little holes. Or whatever, gutter. Not really a gutter, it's just like a sewer grate. And you can just see into the poo. But some of these cities, man, they just, they designed a sewer system 1,000 years ago. And they're still using it. Brand new, nice Mercedes. Cancun's a funny third world place because some people have figured out how to get like a little taste of consumerism and get that money. There's a lot of really nice cars, like that brand new Volkswagen SUV, that Mercedes. Like, there's no shortage of money here. Alright, well, this audio is going to screw up my video, so I'll talk to you later.